Hello and welcome to Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. My name is Dr. Colin, FFRPG. Who am I? Man, I've been asking myself that a lot lately. I am a lover and a fighter, a dad, a visionary. No, I'm just kidding. We are here to play some D&D. And but first, of course, business in the front, party in the back. We are a metaphorical. Mullet. Thanks. So we're gonna do some announcements, and then we're gonna show an intro, and then we will do a recap, and you know, I don't know. It's a recap, and then we will go. So announcements, sir.
Well, thanks. You. Anyway. Griffin Co. You should totally go to griffinco.com and go buy some stuff there. You know what they have? They have Christmas ornaments. Because you know what? That's coming around soon. Because, you know, screw Thanksgiving, I guess. But, yes. Griffin Co., longtime sponsor of Fabled 42. So they make awesome things like 3D printed things and terrain and now ornaments that look pretty cool. So anyway.
I'll check that out.
Sure. Use the code Fabled42 for 22% off your purchase. And yeah, go support them. So.
Yeah. You know what's really nice about like autumn is like the whole shift into like this seasonal mood, this feeling. And I'm pretty sure that is one of those things that dungeon masters and players alike can draw inspiration from, because we can create this dragonous, dungeonous world however we want to. If you're interested in adding new layers to your D&D texture, like your character backstory, the creatures that are found in the world, different potential races or classes that you could use, check out Underground Oracle. Undergroundoracle.com. They've got all sorts of 5th E information and supplements that you can use to enhance your whole world.
Nice. That was wonderful.
People are going to think, man, this DM
went on a whole journey.
His crew to give these sponsorships. Guys, you wouldn't believe it, but we haven't worked on this at all.
Yeah, setting the bar nice and high, but that's okay, because the next wonderful sponsor for the evening that set the bar very high for the ultimate gaming accessories is Nine Realms Gaming. They make quality and affordable hand-created wood accessories for your games that are good for all the realms, from dice towers, dice vaults, dice trays, DM screens, and more. And they do customization work. So if you want to get 10% off your order with them, make sure to use the code FABLED42 at ninerealmsgaming.com.
And if you are playing tabletop games, you definitely need some more dice. So head over to our special sponsor, Critical Dice. If you enter !critical, you could even win some dice during this session. You have 2 chances to win, one at the first half of the game and one at the second half of the game. So please make sure you enter !critical. We will call our first winner after break, so please stick around. And our giveaways, of course, are for US and Canada only, excluding Quebec because of their giveaway laws. And as far as I know, we still have the link in the chat for 20% off non-subscription items, which is pretty exciting because everybody likes a discount, especially with Christmas rolling around. Sorry, John, skipping Thanksgiving.
To be fair, I don't know if I've seen a Thanksgiving ornament before. I could be wrong. So, lovely people. If you were here Monday, you probably saw our latest episode of Crypt Creatures, which is a horror campaign DM'd by MZ Dusty. And in case you want to tune in the next time, that is played every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And then, y'all, we are on the final stretch for Duke City Chronicles. We're on our last episode.
Whoa.
And episodes are like episodic, so there's multiple things in the episode.
There's layers to it.
We're on the last episode. We're on our last hunt. for Duke City Chronicles, we just recorded a new episode this past weekend. So there should be a new episode this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And that's our Monster of the Week campaign, done by Jason Russell, which is in charge of Critical Dice, as Ashley said. But yeah, bear with us. I don't know how the holiday schedules will be going for Duke City, but we're gonna get you all the stuff, all the D&D, all the tabletops that you need to get you through this holiday season, turkey included.
Gobble it up from our YouTube channel, where you can subscribe and keep up with all of our shows, such as this show, which comes out the weekend after. It says Friday, but it can be, anyway. You can watch all of our past episodes, as well as any other show aired on Fabled 42. Go subscribe. Don't miss out. Chaos. Also, we have some friends in chat. I already see them. I already know that there's going to be some luck and inspiration given out to the players or DM. It's okay, guys. There's been a trend of it going to the players. I understand they need the help. So give them a leg up on their journey. Okay, guys.
Colin.
Yes.
Did I miss it? Because I very well could have missed it. But have we done the plug for the giveaway for the Fan Expo?
I'm worried though. Did those tickets given away yesterday?
I don't know. That's why I was.
Yeah.
Hey chat. hey, GW.
Enlighten us. Tell us.
If you missed
well,
it.
either way.
Yeah. If you missed it, we gave out or might still have more tickets to give out. So stay in contact with our Discord. For the San Francisco Fan Expo. If I had to guess, it's a pretty big convention where tickets are kind of expensive. So this is a kind of a pretty big deal if you're in the Bay Area and looking for a chance to go to a convention of gamer proportions.
It's the weekend. Don't have the dates, but I know it's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday after Thanksgiving. And even if you don't get a chance to win tickets from us or get tickets through Fable 42, you might have a chance to run into a few of us there.
Per chance.
Yeah.
Per chance.
Yeah, Stacks, do the dance.
That was me vigorously pointing to the people that might be there.
Oh.
I was like, do the dance. I thought we were doing some disco.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. And we are going to show our little intro video, and we will be right back. See you back here in just a second.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animal kin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bell's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Welcome back. Comment allez-vous?
Bienvenue.
Do you want to introduce the cat maybe from the front? Do you want to introduce
This is our
the front
show
of the cat?
mascot.
Yeah.
She joins us every evening until she gets tired of me. Her name is Skittles. She is 18.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
And she
impressive.
only scares me with near-death experiences once every other week.
Oh, geez.
Oh. So polite.
Right.
Alrighty, folks, let's do a little recap of what you guys did last time. So, day 3, right? Day 3 is where we are. Much has already happened today.
We're only 3 days in this campaign.
We live
So
here.
already today, you met with BukBuk about the future of the Night Watch, and at the end of that meeting, BukBuk took a group to go investigate the cave some more. Then they headed to Tim the Cool Man Taylor and got some threads for the ceremony and ball taking place in the evening. Then they met with Zarok. I don't have much to say about that meeting, but they do have a new appointment. Shay has agreed to perform for the Lost the next evening. On their way out, they are met by a robed man, apparently known to Lupin, and this is Kyson. I think I said Fitzgerald last time. It's Fatsgorld. Kyson Fatsgorld. Kyson fills in the group with a pretty good amount of missing details and information about Gorespire and the haze and permium extract from Paramon ore. He also proposed to Lupin to meet Nuthanol, a healer and friend of Kyson, and that I put down next day question marks. I don't remember when the next day, but you already have 2 appointments on day 4, which will be episode 35. About right? Cool.
Well, I know the evening one. What's the day one?
The day one I think is Nuthanol and Kyson. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's the day one. The evening one was the playing for the Lost.
Okay.
Blip, blip, blip. And then that meeting kind of ended up with a suggestion for Lupin to go and see his mother. And we left off with you guys ending that meeting with Kyson. I forgot to mention Vesta. On the way to meet Kyson, Vesta was pulled away as kind of a volunteer. The guard had stopped the group, asked for help to help set up more for the ceremony. They were just running a little bit behind. And so Vesta decided to go help with that. And before we really get back to the whole group, there is one little interaction that Vesta encounters that needs to be played out. And that encounter is, Vesta, you are led with the guard back to the keep, where they have set up in the courtyard. There's this stage platform, there's banners and stuff. Really, they just need bodies. You can see that like there are people, like townspeople, that have just managed to walk by here and like volunteering and helping out. Lots of guard out there, set up all sorts of hang banners, doing all sorts of stuff. And you just kind of get in there and you start taking chairs over to form the long kind of lines of chairs to seat what you imagine is quite, I mean, they're preparing the seating outside for quite a few people. At one point as you are doing this, you kind of focusing, you're arranging the chairs that you pulled over and not really paying attention to your surroundings. And as you go back, you notice that Shandias has come up, didn't really like engage you right away, but as you turn, she's kind of standing right there. And she says to you, "Wow, so you're back, huh? What happened?"
I went to go meet. Oh, please. I went to go meet Lady Nasara. We talked. She sent me back. That's it.
She sent you back. Did you piss her off?
No, she just wanted to meet me. She didn't say much else. I think I have your job now, but I'm not entirely sure what that entails.
What? Well, I hope you don't still have my job, because Ryshal is pretty sure that he has the job now.
Well, seems to me that nobody really likes Ryshal, so I don't know why he would expect that.
Fortunately for Ryshal, name and family go a long way around here, and you don't have, people with the name don't have to be the best in class, if you get my drift.
Fair. I wouldn't know about that. Everything I have, I've earned.
She's gonna make an insight check on you. You haven't really like tried to deceive her or anything, so this is just her kind of trying to get a feel for you. And she kind of looks you over as you're talking. You can see she shows a little bit of frustration. So I can understand this seems kind of forward. I apologize, but I am leaving after tonight. What did you think of Nisara?
I thought she was awfully melty for a dragon. That was very Irish.
Welcome to my world.
I thought she was very melty for a dragon. Now I'm going more Irish. I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore. It's been too long. And it seemed like she was very happy to live in her little, I don't know. We're just going to talk in regular English until I figure out my life.
You'll get back on it.
It seemed like she's very happy where she is and she just wants information from others.
Did she talk about Havesh?
She said that... I don't remember what she said. Oh, please.
I can help you with details.
No, I
If you
wrote
need.
things
I
down.
took the notes, damn it.
She only... she only talked about him in the sense that they have a truce, although she did not use the word truce. But
Yeah.
she tolerates him.
So let me guess. She talked about him, but you don't really understand where she is on him.
Exactly. Do you understand where she is on him?
I have a little bit more history. Would you believe that a while ago when he first showed up that they used to walk along the beach outside of Sunrise Yard and talk for hours and hours?
Like her footsteps disappear in the sand kind of thing?
Well, not that close to the water. She probably doesn't want to get wet, but is that... I don't know.
Sorry,
Did
I
I
was
miss
making
the
out what
reference?
it-
I probably missed the reference completely.
It was a Jesus
Romance.
reference.
Oh.
Romance.
You know
That was adorable.
two footsteps walk along the beach, and when you look behind, there's only one set.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Jesus was with you all along.
And you were giving him a piggyback ride.
She laughs and says, I know, I don't know exactly what it was, but they did used to talk a lot and see each other a lot. I spent a lot of time, probably more time than I want to admit, trying to figure out what it is she had, what it is they had, what it is they lost?
I have a question. When Nisara walked alongside Havesh, was she dragon or was she werewolf dragon?
Werewolf dragon?
Yeah, you know, were-dragon. Like she turns into human, but she's kind of dragon. It's very werewolfy.
Yeah,
Do we
yes.
have werewolves in this world? We have to, right? Yes, I
maybe.
saw them.
Yeah.
And you annoyed the shit out of you by calling them werewolves because it's definitely not what they're called.
But they're all, you know. Anyway. Yes, she used to take a human form to meet certain people. Ever since recently, though, she hasn't left her chamber, and I'm sure you can understand why.
I do. It sucks getting old.
I've tried asking. I don't know. It didn't seem like he ever really got upset. Anyway, I'm sorry that this is really none of your business or my business.
Yeah, but what was your job?
I was
Because it doesn't seem like I have job description. It just seems like they sent me to see Dragon. I saw Dragon. Now I'm here again, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. What did you do?
well, if you went and visited Matron Nasara, then I'm sure you saw her followers and all those she has surrounded herself with. And my job was to act as a representative of someone who's trained in organizing people, organizing work, organizing projects, leading with power and strength.
Oh no, I don't think they want me to do that.
That was my mission from Sigil, from Havesh, but even higher up from the Fated High Lords. But luckily, I've completed my job more to their satisfaction and beyond, and I will be greatly rewarded.
So, wait, who are you beholden to? Did you work for the dragons, Lord Havesh, or the Colin just mentioned that I've never heard of before?
The Fated, yeah.
The Fated.
The Fated. That's the organization of Githyanki that Havesh and the Githyanki here are a part of. She says, my faith and loyalty has always been to the Fated. I was assigned here before Havesh became Lord of the Githyanki here. So I was kind of already established when he took power.
Oh, so you don't have to like him. Do you like him?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, why am I rolling balls? 12.
She looks around real quick just to make sure that there's no one too close, but everyone's kind of. You notice she is wearing ceremonial garb already. Her armor is just absolutely glamorous with it's that black mat that a lot of them share with the silver lining, and some of them have like the maroon lining, but her color choice, she must have been able to choose it or something as well. Oh, everybody has a luck from Bacchus.
Thank you, Bacchus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I need
that.
Let's say she has like a teal or an aqua. It's very subtle, but like a lot of her medallions that she has kind of going across her large shoulder pauldrons of armor, a lot of them have this teal accent to them. And it looks like a lot of them are the same shape. They're not like medals, but they're like insignias. It seems like she might have a lot of associations or jobs, or for some reason she has a lot of like insignias. She kind of leans in and says, "Not all are happy with the way things have gone. Havesh is using very unconventional means. Should you find yourself questioning General Slod, his general, can be trusted. He is intelligent and he is wary. But be careful. Don't put him in danger. He's sneaky too. If you cross him, he'll have a way. But he, along with I, have some doubts.
Is that why? Are you? God, I take a lot of notes and none of them make any sense. Yeah, I'm that kind of note taker. Would you say you're on the same page as the wolf house that has departed and the orcs? Or is that something different?
The orcs haven't been around. They haven't been a house for a long time, but the Night Watch have been a strong presence in Gorspire Keep for a long time. You said departed?
Nope.
Now give me that deception check.
Ooh, 10.
Mhm. She like gives you the look for a good solid 10 seconds, kind of hoping you would expand. But
I
if
thought you
stay-
already knew. You seem to have your ear to the ground over all sorts of things.
Well, I've been a little bit busy. And she kind of looks
With
down at her.
retirement? Come on. Isn't your whole life now going to be boring and you have nothing to do? Shouldn't you know more gossip? It only happened last night, I know, but I'm new to town. How did I already know? Why am I?
Okay. I don't need this. Although I have many memories here, I'm not really gonna think twice if it all goes to shit. Whatever happened,
Uh-huh.
make
Whatever
sure you.
happened that you know about.
I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
Whatever happened, make sure you're telling the right people.
Are you the right people?
If I wasn't leaving tomorrow, probably not.
That's fair. What else do you know? Tell me all your secrets.
I'm worried if I tell you too much, Lord Havesh might know that you've gotten information from somewhere else.
I don't tell Lord Havesh shit.
I'll just tell you this. I didn't know what I was going to tell you, so now I got to think about it. Make sure that Havesh thinks you are doing his bidding. If he feels that you have turned on him, you are in jeopardy.
Makes sense. He does not seem like the nicest kind. I have one more question.
Okay.
Do I know that? Wait, hold on. Do my character know that, or do just Ashley know that?
It's always a good question.
Lupin talked about the guy that he saw that was sick, right?
The guy that was sick.
The person that died? That you went to, like, in, like, episode, I don't know what, we're on episode 3, you went to somebody's house and they died.
Did that happen?
I'm not remembering that either. Who died?
Somebody died. And then I saw the guy with the milky eyes. I have a lot of questions about that, but I don't know if I know. I guess I don't have any more questions for you because Ashley did not take good enough notes to know whether or not she knows.
Again, General Slot, if you have questions, he will help you. I'll let him know that I've talked to you. Thank you for the subscription, Joe Not Exotic.
Woo!
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you back here tonight.
Yes, I suppose so. Congratulations on your retirement.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to get back home.
Where is home? Tell me that. That's my last question. Where's your house?
Sigil.
All right.
Have you not heard of Sigil?
I've definitely heard of Sigil.
Well,
I'm well traveled. I don't know why you'd think I wouldn't know that. Of course I know that.
you wouldn't be too much of a sore thumb in Sigil.
I appreciate that. I like to be a nuisance wherever I go. People annoy me.
Well, that we have in common. And she just walks away at that. All right, now we're gonna jump ahead. You have 1 hour until the ceremony begins. You know, if that involves taking a bath and getting dressed, whatever that involves, we'll go kind of down. We'll say y'all all made it back to Inran's Keep. You see all the stuff and its final points of getting ready. It looks like on the outside it's a very big thing, but as you walk inside, you notice that banquet hall dining room area, the doors are wide open. Similar banners adorn the inside here. There's a lot more gold and silver, though. In the inside, there's a little bit more display of wealth, whereas everything on the outside was just more emblems and sigils. But on the inside, there's braziers. Did
the party end already?
It's that kind of party.
Woo! We just came from a party like that last night. I mean,
there's a theme in Gorespire Keep.
Got a very big collar on. I'm good to
go. You can see there's now a large double table with like all the adornments on it going all the way towards the back that then turns with like the head part of the table against the back wall. And there's several workers in fancy clothing running around setting places, clean, like giving a last polish of brass ornaments and everything. It's all getting together. You make it back and you all rejoin each other an hour before the ceremony in your common room of Inran's Keep.
Are we saying we picked up our stuff on the way back, or is that
That's
being
right.
like dropped off?
Yes.
Sorry?
Let's do that right now. You four make your way back. Of course, the outfit that Vesta could totally describe for us if she wants is also there waiting, and then I can tell her how much it costs.
He's so smug.
No pressure. It's a fancy.
You know, honestly, I don't know if anyone's really asked that question.
Like, what's the dress code for this party?
They went fancy.
But what's the dress code? What was on the invitation that we didn't actually receive?
Yeah, there were no invitations.
What did Swinda say that the dress code was?
Swinda said that this is good. Swinda said that the ceremony is more of a casual affair, mostly pomp and circumstance, but the ball afterwards, the dinner, the banquet, is going to be rather formal.
Okay.
I'm nervous for a second there. I was like, did we overdress? Although, as a bard, we always overdress. So,
Calliope in her disco onesie.
Disco onesie?
It's a little disco.
Oh, yeah.
It's disco onesie-ish, yeah.
Oh, man.
It's got boots, too.
We all kind of match in a way, so, by the way.
Well,
Maroon.
Well, the color, and then I still want Ashley to be able to describe, and then we can, if we want, if she wants, she can. Yeah, we did a rich purple, and then I think it was Envy's outfits got some like fake gemstone rhinestone action, so we like accented each one of our outfits with like rhinestones. Like maybe on the lapel or like on the like sleeve or collar, like not like. I think he's covered like his shoes and.
We had to take some off. He took some off his pants to spread around. Yeah.
We're sharing them.
Okay. Oh man, I did not prepare for this. Vesta would probably purchase a dress that is like a soot gray color with orange and yellow and red embroidery. She could be convinced to put a few rhinestones on it, but not very many. Like maybe like a couple little like
flame tips,
little pearls, or like fake pearls, or like fake rubies, just like along the shoulders, like little baby epaulets. And it would be form fitting, like on the top, and then I design costumes for a living. I can't think of the words. The tail, the skirt, Jesus Christ. Don't speak multiple languages in a day. It wrecks your brain. It's supposed to make it stronger. I don't know. The skirt of the dress would be more full, but then like have slits. And then underneath would be just a little bit of like chiffon-y fabric that's like more see-through, that's colorful. So then if she were to be dancing and do a little twirl, it would flare out like fire. Kind of like Katniss's outfit in the third Hunger Games, where she twirls around and her dress whoosh into fire.
Yes.
But also like the hairdo, where it's like it looks normal, but when they shake the hair, there's like rainbow underneath, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except that her hair is always a little fiery anyway, so she doesn't have to do that. She'll like for the dinner part, she'll be like, "Oh, it's casual, hair up," and then at the party, she'll be like.
I'm glad she thinks about this stuff.
So does she purposely not match us then?
There's a little bit more color, yeah. Y'all definitely look more uniform.
She didn't say any purple. She said gray.
I'm sorry. I thought you said that one person was purple and Envy was a different color. I thought I was okay to go with the color. I thought the rhinestones was the matching part.
We were like, well, maybe we'll like the only things that we looked like a group was like we'll wear our clasps and then like had all the same color but different outfits.
Oh, you want to wear the clasps too? Vesta's really not into this team building exercise yet.
Clearly, that's great. We can role play this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I agree. I think Vesta needs to decide if she actually went against the shade-driven theme of the outfits.
Okay.
But it's like good contrast.
After everyone's left, Vesta will go back into the store, into the tailor, and be like, "Listen, if you want to put some of those tacky purple things on the shoulders to go with, that's fine." Just so that when she puts the dress on, Shay can't complain because there is purple involved.
And after Envy says that to Shay, what did you say? You said something about contrast?
Oh, I was saying out of character, but yeah, like the red fire to our purple dynamic, but it's still
honey, that's called upstaging. Yeah, that's not just standing out. Shay knows exactly what's going on.
I didn't hear the description of the rest of your dresses, so I'm sorry if it's better than yours.
Oh.
I haven't got to describe mine yet, so you just wait.
So actually mine will be the worst. Cool.
Vesta, I do want you, just for kicks, to give me a persuasion check as you left Tim the Toolman Taylor with the note of he could incorporate this color into your outfit.
Persuasion? Not good. I think it's a 10. It's a 10.
Okay.
And
So
we're
when y'all
rolling
go,
real bit.
when
You do
y'all-
have luck.
you do.
I don't want to roll luck
Yeah.
on this. I'm going to need it later to convince people to give me information.
Yeah. As a
Yeah.
DM, I love it when you guys use luck on the persuasion to make your dress the color that you want it to be.
I don't want it to be purple. So if the tailor decides not to put the purple on it, I'm not upset.
As you go pick up the outfits, as you walked away, you notice, or like maybe a little later, you realize he didn't actually give you a quote for the piece.
Of course not.
Vesta. So you go pick up your outfits. All of y'all's outfits are pretty much to specification. Vesta isn't there. You're picking up her outfit just through the mechanics of the way things have gone down. Her piece, you can see it kind of that it is a little different. However, you notice that the shoulders where this like the orange accents were on the shoulders, the purple's really only incorporated right at the point and turn, so it looks like a purple flame tip on these orange epaulets. Anytime there's like orange accent, it just fades into a tiny bit of the purple. It looks kind of hand painted. And then as he hands it to you, he says, I had to pull from several different items for this. I forgot. Oh, what was Tim the Toolman? Oh, yeah. I had to pull from several items for this, and it's a little pricey. I hope she's okay with that, but you guys look like you could probably afford it. I'm gonna.
Oh, we have to pay for hers.
25 silver?
Gold.
Wait, this is.
I don't know who's paying.
He's
I'll
kind
pay
of.
it.
I'm not there. You guys have to
Yeah.
pay for me.
Ah,
Do you have
I'll pay it.
Venmo or?
I have 2 pieces of gold. It's actually pretty funny because these are the 2 of the pieces that Vesta gave me. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Here's your 2 gold.
Oh, but it's 22.
I mean,
silver.
it's only like a gold and a half, but don't y'all do tips here?
Oh, yes, that's very generous. Are you sure?
I mean,
Are you
yes,
sure?
you seem like you've been through a lot. And making all of our outfits in such due time is very good for all of us. So, yes. Tip included.
Well, come back anytime y'all need another piece.
So wait, did Envy pay? Or did...
Yeah, I did 2
Okay.
gold.
I mean, I was willing to do it, but yeah, so okay.
And we beat you to the punch.
No, you
with
pay.
more
I'm gonna
money.
pay. No, you pay. I was gonna pay.
So
It's
now,
fine.
clothes in hand, you head back towards the keep. Is there anyone that want to do anything that's not back at the keep?
Uh-huh.
Not within an hour.
Callie wants to stop by Felicia's.
Oh
my
yeah, we were
gosh.
supposed to get our din up.
So Callie will go put her stuff in her room, excuse herself to Felicia's.
Are you gonna get dressed real quick, or are you gonna go? Are you gonna get dressed?
No,
No. Okay.
She's gonna get dressed after.
Okay.
So she's getting her hair and her makeup done. I guess she took a quick like. No, she's not bathing.
I mean, it's day 3. How dirty could you possibly be? I'm sure y'all all took a bath
She
last
bathed, like,
night.
last
I
night.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, we have been bathing every single day
It's just
like
very,
walking around
that's
the
very
day.
human,
without fail.
anthropomorphic.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. You guys sometimes get covered in blood, but you know.
That's true.
But not today.
Not today. Not today. So you
Not
don't have
yet.
Not yet, yeah.
to- Ooh, girl. Okay, so
You thought us in a bar was bad? Wait till you see us at a really fancy party.
I'm excited. But first, we got this hour. So let's get everyone's cards on the table, as some might say, and then I'll get to pick the order. Ooh, whoa. Oh, because she's a cat. Yeah. Okay. Whew, I didn't make that connection right away. What is everyone else doing in this hour? So we got Calliope.
Did Swinda or anyone say, like, I'm assuming weapons and arms are not a thing that you'd wear to this?
Again, at the ceremony, a lot of the members of the Fated here will be wearing their ceremonial armor and have their weapons. At the banquet, there's a lot of them are going to still have their weapons. It's your comfort. You shouldn't need them, of course, but people like to show their wealth, and for the Githyanki, some of that is in the form of fancy ass weapons.
Okay.
Fancy ass, official term. I love it.
Is any what would you be doing for the hour?
Vesta would come back and she'd do a little bit of smudgy eye makeup to match the gray of her dress, and she'd do like lots of braids. Think like Targaryen braids, but instead of being a hot platinum blonde, she's a hot redhead with hair that can't be tamed.
So, like, what's the tangled chick? No.
Braid?
No, like Rhaenyra, if we're talking current Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
or like Daenerys, if we're talking
Daenerys, yeah.
OG.
Okay. But it's pretty much prepping for the event for the hour.
Yeah, maybe like doing that, and then every once in a while just like eating a little cracker or something just to tide her over.
Let's go to Lupin.
I'd straighten out some of my like fur, but underneath my fancy dress, I would have my armor. I would have, I mean, if weapons are allowed, my weapons and shield on back. So, like, I'm wearing fancy clothes, but I'm still like dex to go toe to toe. I mean, so
Sure. Miss Shay.
Shay would have gone back to the keep to their room and cleaned up and eaten. Well, no, she's not going to eat because she wants to be hungry for the event. And when she comes out, I've been so excited since the last session to finally describe, because I didn't get to buy anything at the event, so I'm very excited.
Didn't have to.
Didn't have to. It's such a privilege. So she's like, she's very like showcases, like comes out from behind the panel to like reveal it to the rest of the group too. Like she's very performative about it. So she has basically like, think of like a cross between a really nice coat with like a long piece, but it's really like an outer coat dress that has like a long train behind it. So it's got like a high collar, long sleeves with lapels, and it like just buttons with like a little clasp in the front. And then it's just this simple silk, like little mini dress underneath. So it's like mini dress, coat on top that like trains out behind her. And it is in like, I would say it's like the same dark purple that everyone else is wearing, maybe out of like a dark velvet with, and she go ahead and like, a little extra, and then like does a little rhinestone on the edges, and then for shoes, maybe like short little booties with gold feathers coming out of the little booties. And then for her hair, I would say it just is like now more coiffed, and she has like little berets on the side that she pulls up, and they have like the more of the gold feathers coming out, and she's grabs her clasp and is like putting the clasp on her lapel, and she's ready.
Swinda just happened to be in the room as that little show happened, and she's like, oh my, I wouldn't have expected you to have him. It would take me a day to get all dolled up like that.
Yes, it usually does take a little while, but I've been practicing for a long time, so I don't have to spend too much time on it. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. But isn't it wonderful? I'm so excited. I love parties.
Okay, it will be enjoyable. It'll be very fun, but party is probably not the right term. This is a little bit more business than like a real hootenanny, if you will.
I understand.
Okay.
It's still a party at the end of the day. They're getting dressed up, you're fine dining. There's got to be some dancing, correct?
Oh yes, there will be dancing.
So, all in all, business or not, it's still a party. But thank you. Point taken. And you're joining us, aren't you, Swinda?
I will be there for the ceremony. Pretty much anyone is invited to partake of that part of the evening, but unfortunately, the banquet afterwards is going to need someone managing and working and making sure everything's running as expected.
Of course. I'm sure it'll be in expert care with you in charge.
Just to keep it, I'm not in charge of it, but I'm definitely going to be. I'm going to have my role. I'll be busy enough. But you guys enjoy, and she shows that there are 2 large casks of wine that have been laid down, as well as the crackers and kind of snack foods that are usually there in your common room. Let's see, Calliope. Felicia's face place for you, so we'll come back. Envy.
Envy's like a hot mess. As soon as we stepped foot back into the keep, he would have quickly gave Vesta her dress and then like ran off to go start like bath water, and then like ran back to his room and started like rummaging, getting his clothes all laid out and stuff, and then ran off and like took a bath and then ran back, and like he's just like all over the place. But in between the moments, he would have like taken like a vase off the one of the pedestals or something that has like flowers or something in it, and it's just like handing them out just to like Swinda, and then what was the Bath Keeps lady?
Halinta. I didn't have to look that one up, guys. I knew that one.
Nice.
But yeah, he would just be frantically getting ready.
I do have a question. If I remember right, your clothes were like multiple layers, right? Like it was a coat and a vest and a shirt, and then you had the pants. Would Envy know like how to put together this complex formal ensemble?
We're gonna find out.
Okay, so I'll have you roll. Let's do it now. I want to know. I want to roll. I want you to roll. Golly, D&D, why do you not have a fashion skill check?
I know, what kind of skill is
I'm
this
sure
one
there's
gonna
like
be?
an add-on you can get that has this.
Right.
It's a survival check in Shay's reality.
I feel like it would be. I feel like it's performance.
I like that.
Maybe
I like
it's
performance.
multiple checks. You never know. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your character
Performance,
sheet right now.
survival.
Performance? No. Okay, I got it. It's gonna be investigation. Okay, we're gonna go in order too. Here we go. Investigation.
Oh my
first.
gosh.
That's you trying to figure out how to do it, and then performance will be how do you cover up the parts that you didn't really figure out.
Okay. So.
Hey, more checks is
Investigation,
more chance for him
performance.
to use his luck in his, or his luck.
I'm running out of things. So my investigation's very bad, and the dice I use for investigation is also very bad. So that's a whopping 6.
Cool.
However, I rolled a 16 on performance plus 6.
Oh damn.
So like 22.
Oh
Is
damn.
that how math works? So I don't know if I did it right, but if I didn't, it's a new trend. Just put it out.
That's exactly where I was going this look. So what happens is Envy steps
It's like
out.
Little Mermaid when she gets human clothes.
And it's a very simple mistake. I'm sure it's common in some cultures. Pants are great, shoes are great. Thank you for the raid, Lord Gasumba. Welcome, viewers. We are talking about clothes because, you know, that's D&D, really, when you get down to the core of it. Envy just made a check. So the investigation was a 6, but the performance was a 22.
Nice.
You walk out of the room. The pants are good. The boots are kind of coming up top, bottom from top. Pants are pressed and looking good. You get to the waistline. You see the coat. However, the coat is buttoned up, and the vest is on the outside of the coat, kind of like with the pattern and stuff, like full vest on, solid color pattern from the coat. Ties in the right place, tucked into everything. Actually, let's be fun and say it's tucked into the shirt too, but you can't really tell. Yeah, that's what Envy comes out looking like.
Envy, I didn't know you were such a trendsetter. Look at you.
I'm wearing a vest.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
that one was good.
Yeah.
That
Was
one
it?
was good.
Solid.
Was it?
Solid pun.
Dad prog joke.
Tell us how you really feel, Lupin.
I appreciate it.
Oh, I got one. Apparently, these clothes jokes are apparently humorous.
Oh no.
Let's not go down that rabbit
Okay,
hole.
we're done.
At some point, Vesta would have, taken the clothes and then asked Envy how much she owed him.
Mhm.
What do you mean?
How much do I owe you?
Nothing. Why?
Didn't you pay for this?
Yes, I did pay, and I gave him a tip.
Oh, big spender. How much do I owe you for the dress?
0 monies. Bye. And then he runs off.
All right, we're
Where
gonna
could he
come
be
back.
going?
We will come back to the scene. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but here we go. Calliope, you know where you're going. It's right past Meets by Marcus. You notice at this time point, there is a general momentum of people towards the keep, walking in the opposite direction as you are making your way towards Felicia's face place, and the crowd. People are dressed up, especially people that you can tell aren't in the upper classes. People are in nice clothes-ish, nicest clothes. It's a lot of families are making their way towards the keep. A general momentum that way, but you get to Felicia's face place. You open up. There's no other customers inside, and in fact, only Felicia's in there. Not, of course, I don't know this name. Beep-a-doo. Felicia's face place. Not Talio, not her assistant. And as soon as you walk in, she goes, "Oh, hey! Look, that hair still looks really good. I love how you do that with the buns and everything. Every time I see it, I just love it. Ooh, you're probably supposed to be up there at the keep sometime pretty soon. Do you need something quick?"
Something really quick. Actually, I just would like to use some of your makeup. You don't even have to do it for me.
Oh, sure. Take a look. And she takes you over to the counter that is for the makeup, and she had it's organized in the groups, the collections. You can tell she'll get a collection of the same dyes or something from some vendor, and she keeps those organized. But within there, it's kind of all haphazardly around. Some of them are just powders. Some of them are mixed with a little bit more. Oh, thank you for the raid, tabletop misfits. Ooh, misfits. That sounds familiar. Welcome in. But yeah, so everything is organized in groups, but within the groups, it's kind of a mess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Calliope is going to look for the lipstick-like stuff, and she's going to look for something that is kind of a dark brown. Look for a dark brown.
Okay. Let's see how good. I can't believe I'm about to do a roll to determine the inventory of makeup of Felicia's face place. D&D is an amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, Felicia is stocked.
Right.
So the lipsticks that she has, of course, they're not modern lipstick. They're basically chunks, and you get them over your hands, but of course there's a towel there for you to wipe your hands off. But they're like chunks of this material that may have been made in a mold at one point, but just all edges and stuff have been kind of used and applied of this chunk of kind of semi-malleable thing that you take to your lips. And we'll say that sure enough, she's got reds and pinks, and you notice there are a lot of shades of purple, and the purple ones definitely are shorter and stubbier. And you remember seeing that a lot of the Sisters of Shar like to do that theme of purple in their makeup to match their outfits. So you get the lipstick, yeah?
Yeah, so Calliope's gonna take a chunk of this like dark brown clay-like lipstick and just stick one of her claws in it, and then take it, and she's just gonna gently draw a little symbol. It's like a dot and then a semicircle, and at the bottom of the semicircle is a line that does a loop around to the other side of her forehead. And then she is going to draw like 2 patches, just rectangular patches right here, and then smudge them a little down so that the bottom edge is almost like a kind of like a soft semicircle.
I pictured football player, like NFL football player with the smudge and like the pull down, but gotcha. Wow. And as Felicia kind of walked away, kind of gave you a moment, but she kind of turns as you're finishing the large sweeping connected circle over, and she's, oh dear, what is that you're doing there?
Oh, just a tradition from my home. My family, we would use different symbols to designate where we were and what we were going to, and I just felt like a little bit of home tonight.
It looks amazing. Is there anything else what else? That's it?
That's
Oh.
it. How much?
Oh, sweetie, no. Look at my collection. You barely used any bit. I mean, no, don't worry about it.
And then she thinks a second, and she said, I'm gonna pay you, but may I use the purple? And she picks up the purple, and she's gonna do a little bit of light outlining of it. She realized, oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
And then puts it back in, and she pulls out like, I don't know, like 5 silver.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's here. How about this? Will make me feel better about this. And she goes over, and there's a drawer under the display that she pulls out, this like long drawer, and there's again collections of different things, and it looks like with the lipstick rocks, when they get kind of small, she doesn't have them out for use. They just she has kind of some old small ones, and she finds that color, that dark brown. The chunk's about the size of a quarter, but a good sphere, a little odd on one end. And she takes a little parchment and wraps it up and hands it to you, and she says, in case there's another day that you feel like doing your markings, you can take this one with you.
Mathamo, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome, and come back and see us again real soon.
Yes, Felicia. Have a great day.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
And on that, we're going to do our break. We're going to take our quick break here. 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Just 10 little minutes for us to refresh drinks. Use the little person's room. Nope. The bathroom. And before we come back, we're going to play our intro video, and then we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. We will see you here.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animal kin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bel's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Hey, we got a giveaway. Hey!
Hate it. Ashley.
Welcome back. We're all ready. Are
I could hear
ready?
you yelling.
John couldn't.
John could.
John.
Or maybe he's just like, I'm
You know, he's
purposely
probably
gonna
just
wait.
leaning back in his chair and he's just gonna like lean up and just materialize.
His face.
Let me make sure all the volume's on. Okay, all the
I never
volume's on.
left, guys. Like.
Yeah.
I'm just in the shadows. In the shadows.
Okay, Batman.
Where is he?
We're gonna keep making fun of him until he gets here.
Hey, if you're still here, you should do exclamation critical to enter our giveaway that I'm gonna do here in like seconds. I mean, we are like seconds away.
Like,
Dude.
get some free dice, yo.
My
Dice.
bit rate looks like a heartbeat. What does that mean?
Tig wrote hashtag John in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, exclamation John.
I could
Hashtag.
text him, but I'm sure whatever he had to go do was probably importante.
Exclamation
so yeah,
critical.
here we go.
So-
Did you do it? You did it? No.
Mm-mm,
You're
mm-mm.
just saying
I was
it.
just
You're
reminding
saying
people
it,
one more
right, yeah,
chance.
one
So
more.
after Calliope goes, she leaves from there. She's gonna go and she's going to back to her room, where she's gonna start figuring out how to fasten her great axe to the back of her outfit.
Okay. I'll come right back to that. Thank you, Prometheus2128, for the raid. Welcome. Let me do the giveaway real quick, and then I'll answer that.
Give away.
She's on the break.
Give away.
Give it away.
Mr. Slothman03 has won the giveaway. I
Slothman.
know he's in our Discord, but I
Whoop
don't
diddy
think
whoop.
you've won dice on our show before, so give me a
have
message
no
there if I forget.
Let's roll.
Um,
20.
Yes?
What?
Oh. Row, 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 row.
Hello, dogs.
And then to answer Calliope's question, so let's do that. What was the question?
It was more of a statement,
statement?
but
It
I
was
could
more of a
totally understand that
statement?
should have been a question.
What was
Calliope wants to bring her great
What?
axe with her underneath her like cape.
Well, what does
Like
Calliope,
Wonder Woman.
What does Calliope normally do with her axe? Does she
She
normally?
usually slings it like
Mhm.
that and carries it on her back. So
So
she
why
could
don't
just
give me an investigation check to see if it's something you can figure out without needing help. I'm sorry, you're a barbarian. I have to say it that way.
well, I rolled I rolled a 5 and it's +2, so a 7.
Okay, not too bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but
We're
it's not.
rolling
It's
great
not really.
tonight.
She's
not like
having
you've been
trouble
doing-
because
Yeah. Well,
the-
you know,
the claws.
it's really what it is you think it has it settled, but you need someone else to notice that part of the cape is tucked into like the sash or the like sling of the axe, and so like
You've got
looking
some
from
toilet
behind.
paper on your shoe?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like it's not horrible, but like you can fix it and it just go away. And so it's up to. She walks into the common room in this fashion. Is anyone going to step up? I mean, you all notice it. It's not hard to notice.
And I need. Will somebody please help me with this?
I'm not strong, but I can try.
It'll
It's.
help if whatever.
We'll say, Envy, just give me a perception check.
Okay.
But,
12?
12? Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell, if you just pull, the cape will come out and get unbound if you just give it that tug.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that.
Okay. Yep. Seems fixed. Looks good. You all look amazing from in my headspace.
Oh, we do. We do.
You hear...
John describe himself?
Yeah.
She wants to
he's
know.
got
It was
his
basic. I was
Yeah.
basic.
black coat, pants, shirts. You
I'm already
Just
over all
disappearing
of this.
fire trail.
Over
He
all
picked
of
his
this.
outfit first. He was like, I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
I know exactly how
I
John
see.
shops.
I He's the Travis of this party.
I've known John for a very long time. And in high school, he had one outfit. It was a white shirt and
True.
jeans. And a black, like, overshirt that you would sometimes
That's
wear.
a pretty solid outfit. Let's be real.
Pretty much John in a bottle.
He's
thanks
like, I
for
am
the
fancy.
subscription.
I don't need
Welcome
to-
I'm a
back.
John in a bottle, baby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering if anybody else.
Come
Yeah, let's date all of us right now.
We've definitely already dated ourselves with Tim the Tailor.
We did.
True.
True.
Taylor, man.
True.
Bing, bing,
So
bing,
good.
bing, bing, bing. Blah, blah.
We're ready to party.
You're ready
I
to
can
party.
tell.
Yeah, so you hear, this is about this point, even through the halls of the keep, you start to hear this music reverberating. I'm sure y'all have heard of, like, John Sousa marches and stuff like that. That's very much the feel here. It's ceremonial military. It's large kind of instrumental band, horns, cymbals, drums, playing. I'm making an assumption. Do you guys head out towards the courtyard?
Is that where the entrance, like the?
One note before Vesta leaves.
Okay.
She takes that symbol, clasp, brooch thing, and pins it to the front of her dress.
Shay pretends not to see, but like turns around with her face away and is just like so excited.
Vesta's is
But, like,
gold,
plays it
though,
cool.
right? Like it's definitely gold, not silver. We had this argument before, but I'm
I
gonna.
think I would love if it was gold, but I think you said it was silverish.
You know what, though? Like, understanding what these insignias were, I would say that there may have been a couple metal choices. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But
gold.
you weren't there, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Shay would know better than to give
I
a
don't
redhead
think Shay would know
silver
better.
jewelry. Shay would
I mean, I
definitely
think-
know better.
I think we definitely would buy gold over silver though if we had the option.
Yes, I
would
think
assume.
we had limited options because it was an
Right.
artisan crafted.
Okay,
Right.
brass. Brass. Can it be brass?
We can upgrade it.
Hold on a
That can be
minute.
the first, like the first project of the group. We could go upgrade our class, priorities. Priorities.
Okay, I can wait.
Envy's gonna go up to like Swinton. Is there any way you could get like a silent image of us together?
I love him so much.
What?
Like
Well, so-
photograph. I would. So.
Just magic, so we remember the moment.
Maybe there's an artist on site that can do a quick rendering, like a sketch.
As long as it's quick, I mean.
We'll see. We'll keep our eye out. We'll ask around. Everybody keep their eye out.
She kind of leans. She's kind of leaning in as you guys are you're walking out. She's there. She was always kind of there. She's been posted up kind of near the entrance right now.
Always kind of
She's
there.
always there.
Always.
Um,
No
And
taken.
the big doors are open though, and you can see like there's a crowd forming out there. People are sitting, talking. There's a lot of stuff going on out in the courtyard. And as y'all are kind of standing there, this moment, before, you know, it's one of those moments where like you can tell, or at least Swinda feels like she knows she's accommodating you guys as you're about to walk into a vin, you know. So you have a little bit of a quiet moment before walking into this vin. She says, "Art. There aren't a lot of artists in Gorespire Keep."
Babe.
I
Sure.
feel like Swinda's trying to like let us down gently that we're about to go into something that we have an idea of, and
Yeah.
it's a completely different thing.
Also, Envy just invented camera as canon.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all for players getting their own side hustle, you know, business going on, you know, on the side. So there you go.
I knew minor illusion. I just take a selfie.
What, the holy water supply chain isn't good enough for you, Envy?
Diversify,
You gotta be
man.
lucrative in all sorts of
You're expanding that
directions.
catalog. Is there anything else y'all want to say before you step out into the crowd?
As Vesta goes by, she's gonna reach out and druid craft a little flower into what's her face's hair.
Swinda?
And Swinda's hair, like a little flower into Swinda's hair that matches her outfit.
Are you trying to do it inconspicuously or?
No, I'm just gonna reach out and
Oh, well, is it a specific flower? Like, is it?
I don't know. It just it's something that matches her outfit. So what she
Give me a
wearing?
nature check.
Can I make that?
I've never made you roll a nature check, have
I know.
That's
Oh,
rare
why?
for a druid. Ooh.
Ooh, my D&D beyond. Just,
Ooh.
I just got a
What?
you know.
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
her
24 nature. Okay, cool.
natural
cool.
19.
Yeah. So, not consciously, instinctively, kind of you reach to your druidic power to create this flower, but kind of at the last second, as the spell is completed, when you know you need to have an idea of what this flower is going to look like that you're manifesting, and you just kind of like blank for a second, but what forms is this orange petaled rose looking, but like the leaves are what's really interesting. The leaves are kind of long and thin out the bottom. They curl down, except for one that's almost a three-dimensional triangle, like a succulent, that comes up and around and ends, and we can only imagine is sharp, like cactus-style needle point. But it's small, so it's all in this little package. It's beautiful. Just the bright orange. It kind of goes from like light orange on the tips down into like a deeper red orange at the base. The long leaves kind of drape through her hair as it comes, and then that one point is positioned to where it just comes up and out of the way. Not a bother or anything, but there is a little thorn point sticking out here, and she kind of is feeling it for a second, and she goes,
Careful.
oh, and she grabs a part she feels, and she kind of brings her hair forward so she can see it. And oh no, I've messed it up. I had to see it. I've never seen anything like this.
I just take it from her and put it back into her hair. Yeah. I just thought it would look nice tonight. We're gonna forgo accents. I thought it would just look nice.
I've never.
Okay,
seen
let's go.
Okay.
Before
Thank
we, I guess,
you.
separate. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Before we all like go in, I guess I would just say, I assume this like doesn't need to be said, but I'll say it anyway. Eyes and ears open, because I mean we're going to a party, sure, but I'm sure there'll be some people that we can learn things from, or maybe eavesdrop on. So.
And we don't have much of a guide as far as knowing who all of these people are. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people, and you may talk to some, but not knowing who's who. So,
I mean,
let us
I then look to Swinda and be like,
Swindy
But
baby.
she's working. Isn't that right?
She is
Swinda? You're going to
working.
be over near the banquet?
Mm-hmm. What's the question?
Or are you going to be manning the banquet the whole time, or are you going to be able to mingle with us sometimes?
Oh, I'll come out and catch some of the ceremony. I've got a few final touches to look at, but I'll be out there for the ceremony. I wanna wish her well, and she deserves celebration. But yeah, my attention is mostly on inside.
Okay. Sounds like
All right.
room.
All right. You make your way out. There is a section of seating that has been cordoned off. And as you approach the guard, like you're kind of going outward. It's right there to the front. The guard instinctually kind of opens up a lane for you to go if you like. You don't have to go, but what you see from this vantage point is off to your left where the main courtyard is. The stage is built as you saw before. The banners are hung, all of that. There's the band playing kind of in the background. There's several seats along the top. Let's just all do a perception check. Let's do a group perception check, please.
Woohoo!
Dirty 20.
Nice.
13.
Also 13.
9.
11.
Man, that is
wow.
a mediocre average. That's right there in the middle.
There's a lot.
Pretty
Lot
on
going
brand.
on.
It's above average.
Pretty on brand.
So,
3 were above 10.
as far as people, you would assume that there were a lot of people from town that watched the initial challenge course thing, but they were kind of spread out at different areas of the town. This is the first time where you're seeing like potentially a majority of the town gathered in one spot. Again, during that challenge thing, some people had come out and formed a circle around that final Shar's Tower showdown. But you don't think it was everyone. You saw other people walking around, not everyone. But this is a lot of people. There's definitely nearing 1,000 people here at this. Tons of chairs, not enough chairs for everyone, but you do have some that are cordoned off. Some of them are taken up. You notice that all the guard are wearing a little bit more ceremonial. Not the outer guard. The outer guard are kind of your typical basic guard, but like as far as like as soon as you get especially close to the chairs or close to the stage, the guard are wearing a little bit more regalia. You also notice that several places on the stage and several places throughout Githyanki, but different armor and color scheme and insignias. Their skin is a little bit darker overall. Like you kind of like do a scan of all of it. Like you see these darker Githyanki and you realize that they're wearing darker and different armor. Instead of having that maroon royal edging to it, there's more of this pearlescent white outline to parts of their armor, and their insignia looks different. Most of them look like some kind of mountain jagged peak with like a tower on it, just like a very symmetric tower on this mountain jagged peak. And the main thing you guys see as a group, because it's pretty out there and forward, on the stage where only several chairs are, you see Shandaya is sitting in a chair. Havesh is sitting in, of course, a large ornamental throne. General Slod is on the platform as well. And the other figure on the platform is a larger-than-life Githyanki, easily 9 feet tall, extremely musculature in the arms and legs, but you can tell easily from the distance and how large he is and his elevated stature that a belly has grown out a little bit to push against and combat the armor, the body-tight armor that he's wearing. He has the pearlescent outline of his very, very ornamental and ceremonial armor. Around him, there are 2 stools. And sure as day, sitting on those stools are 2 of the Sisters of Shar, female, scantily clad, sitting in these stools right next to this figure. Talking. And this figure is mostly like talking. Like he kind of looks around and then he'll talk to these girls, and every once in a while he'll look at Havesh and yell something at him and then But he's mostly engaging these figures on the stage. As you can tell, the rest of the seating is being filled up. People are standing. The band is playing. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to take a seat? Do you want to walk around? You would think you're getting towards the moments of the start of this event, but I'll let you. If there's anything you want to do last moment.
Calliope wants to take a lap around like the perimeter just to see what's where. And then
Okay.
Then she'll fall back in the group.
Does anyone follow her, or do you tell your group where you're going?
I'm gonna take a lap. I'll be back.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything during this time?
I'd pick a spot towards the side of the room.
It's outside, but like the side of the seating.
Side of the
Yeah, okay.
seating. Yes, sorry.
It's okay.
Side of the seating, and just kind of watch and keep an eye on the other 4 people.
On the stage?
Well, are we all staying together other than Calliope?
Yes. Oh, yes. I don't know, actually.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
I guess I don't
Is
know.
it assigned seating?
Are you asking the group or a guard or?
I'm asking, yes, like whoever's still near me.
Yeah.
Or do we just pick a seat?
I think we just pick a seat. Nobody said that we had to wait for it to be assigned.
Oh. Well, you're gonna probably have you're gonna be called up there, so.
Absolutely not.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure at all.
I mean, if they're saying goodbye to the person that you're taking their spot, I feel like you might definitely be asked to go up there if they're handing over the position to you.
I hope not.
I mean, maybe I got this thing completely wrong, but I thought that that's what this was. You look amazing, so if you do, like, hey. So I think I want to sit a little bit up close. So, hi. And I'm like, kind of start making my way towards, I don't know, like the first couple rows, but I want to try and find a spot that would be able to seat the group if there's anything still open.
Well, actually, you notice that like a lot of these cordoned off seats are open and empty. You don't quite know why so many seats have been saved, but there aren't too many people taking them up.
Can we, like, see a guard and kind of ask, like, who are these seats for? I guess.
Yeah, we've been. Oh, you know, anyone associated with Enron's Keep or the Gith that are here that would be VIP or privileged to seats up front would be right here.
All right, in the right place then. After you, Lupin.
I'm gonna take a quick look around. Do I see anyone I recognize here, like from either Sisters of Shar, like maybe the owner of, the club we used to work at?
You already rolled a perception check, but now that you're asking about specific people, I'll let you roll again. Calliope, you walk around. Go ahead and give both of you, Calliope and Lupin, give me another perception check. And this will apply to this kind of secondary
21.
skin. Okay.
Oh, baby. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Perception? 22.
22.
Nice.
So there we go. Okay, so you do see, you see it amongst the crowd, not in the cordoned off seats, but you can tell that like there are seats up front on the other half that there are guards next to, and there are some kind of insignias or some kind of writing designating certain groups of seats on that other side. There you notice sitting Zarok and, oh gosh, hold on. I do have to look something up real quick. Boom. Nope. Boom. Yeah.
Jillian, maybe?
Well, yeah, but
Oh, okay.
no, that's not it. Here it is. Yes, you notice sitting next to him there is another Costa or lizard folk, similar in appearance, kind of female, sitting next to Zarok, You've seen her before. She was sitting next to one of the booths that you didn't really engage with, but one of the booths at the Squalor Square in the Merchants. So they are there, and Traven is sitting on the other side of Zarok. Varaka and several of her sisters are present. No special seat or anything, and in fact, Varaka decided not to take a seat. She's standing kind of on the periphery, and neither are her sisters. You also notice Garrick Rinster, the Githyanki that seems to have reign or control over Squalor Square merchants, especially the one that you guys interacted with. He is there. He's a Githyanki merchant that was the one that when y'all were in Squalor Square talking with...
Like, touched me?
Yes.
I think, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
But Calliope, as you're walking around, you're kind of pushing through the crowd. There's a lot of people standing. Most of the chairs, like around the perimeter, are taken. And as you reach the other side, right as you're about to turn around, you notice BukBuk and several Night Watch are making their way over to an area to watch. And BukBuk catches eyes with you, and he comes up to you and says, "I have news. Are you all here? Can you take me to your group?"
Yes. Are you okay?
We're okay, but we found something.
Should we discuss this in private?
It's hard to explain. I don't know what it is. I was hoping that maybe sometime later you guys would come check it out.
Yeah. So, Calliope kind of goes, understood, and starts walking toward making eye contact with everyone in the group and like signaling like, follow me.
So do you lead... this is a difficult question. There's a lot of people around. Finding a private area in close proximity right now would be pretty difficult.
Well, we could... what if I just say come with us, and when we get a moment we can sneak off?
He says, okay. He kind of leans back and he kind of whispers to one of his companions, and then he follows you.
Cool. All right.
Looking over to the Sisters of Shar group, I guess I get a sense of like they're annoyed that they didn't get a special like seated area. I feel. Is that
Also
kind of
my son is yelling.
No one heard it.
Okay.
No one heard it.
Hold on. Just a quick question. Is there like a tray of like appetizers standing around somewhere? Or like, okay, no. Checking.
So yeah, Baraka and the Sisters of Shar, are they like, is there an annoyance, like a slight, kind of like why is there not a spot for them kind of thing, or no?
That'd be a pretty rough insight check because you're not engaging them in conversation. So I'd give me an insight check at disadvantage.
All right. Well, doesn't matter. 7 for both.
Total? 7 total?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really hard to tell. You do think it's odd that they aren't like... They're not engaging anyone. It's interesting. Like, you get the idea that they seem maybe annoyed, but more just like not enjoy. It's more of just a not enjoying it. Like this isn't potentially their scene. But that's really all you can gather from here.
But do I still see Jillian over there?
Jillian's not there. No,
she is not there.
No.
Okay. Do I see anyone that I would recognize in the group of Sisters of Shar? Besides, I guess, Varaka, but...
Varaka and, of course, the one that was that everyone talked to that night. I will find it right here. Saba. Saba is there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Saba was the larger, bulkier girl
larger one
with
that
the
went to go-
mohawk that was sitting in the
Yeah.
middle of Spire Song Tavern that both
Yeah.
Vesta and you talked to, Shay. Yeah.
I'm going to tell the group that I'm going to talk to someone over in the Sisters of Shar. I'll be watching, so enjoy whatever this is.
As you get up and leave the group, the band does stop playing, and Lord Havesh is taking the stand. Do you wish to continue making your way over there?
Yeah,
Okay. So
I'll do it stealthily if I need to. But
yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Why not? I mean, if you're gonna try, it's a large crowd and you are stealthy, so I mean, it's.
I crit 31.
Oh my god. Sure. Ain't no one looking at you. Peppers. Oh my gosh, my dog just farted.
Puffs of like black smoke on your tail. Invisible.
So I'm going to describe the start of this ceremony. Havesh, I'm not going to do the whole speech because that's a lot. But he starts the speech talking that, he says, we're here to celebrate Shandias and her accomplishments. We are here to wish her luck and fortune in her future endeavors back home. But one thing you guys notice is... well, no, not yet. I'll wait for that. Okay. So, as he's explaining a little bit, he tells a story of Shandias's and his first encounters, and it's kind of a endearing kind of story of how he was new to the area. He was still getting his feet, learning from Lord Enron. She was already the established liaison and over at Folly Peak, and it's a stupid story, but it's kitschy and kind of heartstring. Lupin, you make your way over there, and because of your amazing stealth, you kind of sneak up on them. None of them notice your approach, and you catch Varaka as he's speaking, you like leaning over to Saba and being like, oh god, I haven't done this voice since when did we start? I haven't done this since like episode 4. Why? This sucks. We have to hear this story again. I've heard this story before. And Saba says, yeah, but come on, glory to Githyanki, right? How do you want to, like, make yourself known to this group?
I'd probably approach Lisa Saba and say, I couldn't agree more.
Ah! Oh shit, you scared me. I don't remember what voice I did for her either. What? She kind of looks around, just kind of taken aback that you were able to get that close to them, and says, what are you doing? Don't you have some other people to be with?
I mean, you looked bored, so I came to say hello.
Varaka hears this and looks over and says, what, is this a good time for you? Do you enjoy this?
I mean, no. I hate all of this. I will hate the entire night of everything that's gonna happen, but, I'll look on the bright side and see what I can find out about things.
She now turns to you. You see her avian eyes, these black orbs that kind of just, the hint of the sun way off in the distance, of, like, even behind the clouds. You see that just like tiny hint of light in the sea of orbs, and she's staring at you, and she says, she kind of does that bird half cock thing and says, sorry, my mind went for a second. What do you mean? What answers are you looking for?
Oh, what information that I can find out from really, the people around. I don't normally get to, have access to some of, these people of the town. So again, Just ears open.
Well, if you hear something good, she kind of clicks, click, click, click over and says, I'll pay for good information.
What you looking for?
She kind of looks over to Sava and says, not here. I don't know who's listening here.
It's fair.
But I'm open to talk. You know where I am?
I do. Well, enjoy the show. Are you gonna? I assume you will. If you whore this, you'll probably not be at the banquet, or maybe you have to as an obligation. I don't know.
Saba chimes in and says, no, we didn't get invites to that fancy ass thing. We don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
We'll throw our own
Yeah.
party.
Yeah. Maybe after this, I might see you there. Because again, I don't really want to be here, but here I am.
Saba says, hey, well, tell your friends I'll be where I was last night.
If I come by, I'll probably be alone, but you know.
Well, didn't know you felt that way
Alright.
about me, stud.
Enjoy the show, Saba. And so I'll go off.
Okay. As the ceremony progresses, it seems like it's fairly regimented. There was like a little bit of an it's weird. General Slod actually had a little piece in this ceremony where he came up and he mentioned some of the other accomplishments of high-ranking members of the Githyanki here. Pretty much just boasting, just trying to really show how amazing these Githyanki are. And then when he's done, Havesh gets back up and he raises a hand in a kind of salute, and you see the guard kind of come together and do the same salute, and he says, Glory... I gotta get back in Havesh. Havesh is southern, right? Yeah. Glory to Shandias, liaison to Nisara, champion of Enron. And you hear at that a lot of the guard give out this very regimented, huh, like a short, like respectful, and then a smile kind of comes over his face as he says, the spike of Gloomstall. And like none of the crowd responds, but all the guards, instead of giving the short, there's many of them that give out a yeah. May she feel the glory of victory for the rest of her years. Glory, glory to the fated, glory to Gorspire Keep. He gives a big cheer, there's a crowd, the music starts playing, and it seems like the ceremony is concluded. And you notice that several of the prime figures, especially the large Githyanki on the stage, especially everyone from the stage, they chat for a little bit, and then they start making their way inside the keep. A lot of the people in the seats on the outer edge are making their way across the bridge back into Gorspire proper. The band kind of plays through it all. You notice that Varaka leaves, Garrick Rinstar leaves, Zarok and the lady accompanying him leaves. Yeah. Is there anything you want to do before heading into the keep yourselves? Of course, BukBuk has been with you this whole time, waiting respectfully not to interrupt the ceremony or, to bother you. But as kind of people are making their way out, you can tell that he's kind of nervous. So we went to the cave, and we found, of course, that area that seemed breached from the cave wall, and traveled a little bit, and I still don't know how to describe what I saw, but there's something weird down there. There's some kind of vein in the stone. It's purple and weird. We didn't touch it. We saw it. I suggested that we be cautious, and we backed away, but something's very strange down there.
Did we get a description of what that Paramon ore looks like? Would this be something that maybe looks similar?
Kyson, he did mention that it was like the sparkle of the ore is very black and white and monochrome. It has kind of this like light and shades of gray reflection and sheen to the pure ore, and as such, the refined liquid has like a dark black background with silvery kind of sparkles within it once it's refined.
Okay.
Are we all talking to BukBuk? I thought he was just
Yeah.
talking to Calliope in the corner.
No, he came back and followed Calliope to sit down with you guys during the ceremony.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Unless other words were given, he was pretty quiet throughout the ceremony, and then spoke up once it seemed like it was a good time after it had finished.
And do you believe this vein belongs to a creature, or has the cave become the creature?
I've never seen anything like it. It looks like it broke the cave. We only saw a little sliver of whatever it was, but it was in the rock on the inside that seems to have been busted or broken recently, whatever the breach was.
Is it a path down to where we were exploring before? Is that closed up, or does it look like it's gotten bigger?
It looked the same when we left it.
Okay.
Or as really you described it, they didn't see it, now that I realize you described it to them.
Okay.
Have you guys gone that far to that part? Did you investigate it after we told you about it? Or are you just talking about a new vein in the cave that you're mentioning?
Are you asking
BukBuk?
BukBuk?
Yeah.
As soon as we saw this, I recommended everyone leave. I didn't want to put us in danger.
But is that somewhere different than what my friends found
I remember that
inside the cave?
you didn't go very far inside the cave, right? I remember that like someone went down there for a little bit, but just looked at the immediate area and then came right back up.
Correct.
Yeah. He describes. He says, where we saw it, you had to get down and then look back towards the entrance. We were trying to figure out what may have caused the breach. It took some time, but then we saw it and then we left.
Are there any creature specialists in this town?
You're asking BukBuk, creature specialists.
Master Kaizen seems like someone who knows a lot of different things. All those books probably has something we
BukBuk,
could look up.
this is the first time y'all have mentioned Master Kaisen's name in front of BukBuk, and when you mention it, he says, well, yeah, he probably would be the most formative knowledge in the area. I didn't know y'all knew Kaisen.
I don't really. We just met.
What are your thoughts on Kaisen?
I mean, he's a man of immense dedication and discipline. Yeah, I mean, the guy's trying to change the world by himself. I don't know anyone better in this area, really.
Good to know.
He's usually very busy, though.
We have a meeting with him tomorrow, actually.
Good. I'm sure he will shed light on many of your queries.
Maybe we should go check out the caves tomorrow.
Tomorrow, are you kind of busy with it?
Just because I have to do it because of theme. What about tonight?
Right. I'm sure we could have time. The first part of the day.
Since
I'm also
we're not
kind of-
going back to what's the club called?
Spire Song Tavern.
Fire Song Tavern.
Are you though, or aren't you though?
I mean,
Aren't you
I
there?
don't know that Lupin might be going back, but
Well, no,
Envy
'cause-
doesn't have any plans of going back.
So tomorrow in the morning / afternoon, I thought we were going with Kaisen to go see that other person.
You have a meeting
Yes.
with Kaisen and to
Alchemist.
meet Nuthanol.
Right. And
Yeah.
then in the evening, we have, or Shay has her thing with Zeroth.
But I meant
Don't
the
we?
evening for tonight. Because we
Well,
just have to
right.
talk to Lord Havesh after this banquet. Thinking.
Well, yes, I think whenever we decide to go, it would be advantageous for us to explore the caves, check it out. So if we have any extra questions, we can present them to Kaisen when we see him, instead of having to go back afterwards. Just seemed like the prudent choice.
Okay, so you're saying, like, do it tonight then?
No, we could do it tomorrow morning. We have plenty of time to go to the cave, then visit with them after.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. I think, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, start early. It's
But it's
probably
a
smart
pretty-
that we don't go to the cave in the middle of the night. That probably, especially if we're investigating things, it's already dark. It probably actually doesn't even matter.
But if I remember correctly,
cave.
it takes us a minute to get back to the cave.
It
correct?
does. Yeah, it was a good
does,
little.
yeah.
Even on horseback was hour and a half. I think is what I
We'd
said.
have to wake up really early.
The dawn. We could leave before it's bright out.
Come on, let's have some adventure. We've been having meetings nonstop. Please, I beg you
Adventure!
guys.
I love this.
I beg y'all.
What about you, BukBuk? What are your plans between now and tomorrow morning?
As you say that, there is a Githyanki, kind of not a guard, but one of the Githyanki that's more dressed in the formal service or server garb that is on stage that yells out as the crowd is mostly dispersed at this point. But you see that there are still some people kind of lingering that says, "Guests of the banquet are welcomed into the grand ballroom right now."
Right now.
And BukBuk looks at you guys and says, "I
All right.
don't have any plans, but don't have an invitation to that event."
Nonsense. You are invited. Per me. Envy. BukBuk.
Oh, Peppers, my dog is farting so much. Wow.
Noted, Pepper.
Give me a persuasion check. This is where you're gonna use your luck. I can tell.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
fucking use this.
No, just roll high the first time. Come on, blow on your dice.
But I feel like I'm not going to use it for anything else. It's a 19.
Hmm.
You said persuasion, right?
yeah.
persuasion.
He says, "Sure. I mean, I guess if it's not gonna be a problem, He kind of looks down and says, "Oh shit." And, like, looks at you guys, and he's definitely not dressed to the same degree that you guys are, and says, "I mean, I can be back here in like 10 minutes or something, and I could change."
Calliope looks over at him and says, "Run."
Oh!
He.
There were no appetizers.
Y'all haven't seen BukBuk.
I wasn't prepared for this all.
Calliope's
She expected to show up and have something to pick on, and she is really hungry.
We didn't eat
Before-
at, what's his name's?
We're going to eat at the banquet. Or at
Before-
the ball. There's got to be food at the ball. It's right through those doors.
I know.
Before
That's
he
why
runs
she's
Just
off.
telling
go
us
to his
to hurry
house
up.
for tea and didn't eat anything? I mean, I might be a little hungry.
before he runs off,
Angry.
I'm gonna ask the group, like, I mean, we can do this, but are we ready for this? Because if anyone was to show up at this place, necessarily not invited, but show up here, wouldn't it be, well, the leader of the Lost?
I'm
Wait,
confused.
What is this question in regards to?
So, forget his name. What's his name?
Finrick?
Fenric.
The Rock?
Wouldn't,
Oh, sorry.
well, no, Fenric. Wouldn't Fenric be the one that would be here as of right now? Because, as anyone knows, he's the current leader of the Lost, right?
Of the Night Watch?
Of the Night Watch, yeah.
That's why I was so confused.
That's why
okay,
you're confused. Yeah, no, that
Sorry,
makes
I was
yeah.
like, the Lost.
Sorry.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
group,
um,
yeah.
Oh, you're saying it blows the cover. That's true.
Right.
Is BukBuk still here? Did
Yeah,
he
he's still here. He didn't run
away?
quite yet. No, yeah,
Okay,
you stopped
okay.
him before he took off.
Good question,
Right.
Lupin.
Like, I'm for this, but if we're trying to keep BukBuk safe, is this really the best place to do an introduction, or again, raise questions, I guess?
I think
Or could it be with us not because he's head of the Night Watch, but because he's just accompanying us for protect? No, that would be weird. We don't need protection inside the keep.
Right.
Just
Just throwing that
pretty
out
sure I just invited him as a date, but if people want to get all testy, as
Oh.
far as like,
there. Oh.
Nobody's
Watch
being
it.
testy. Just make it a little bit more obvious,
Right.
sweetheart, so we don't, move in on your guy. Sorry.
If you've ever seen a Wolfman blush, he
Cute.
doesn't say anything though. He's just kind of standing there. His eyes go a little bit wide, trying not to like react in any kind of telling way.
Insight check. That's what I'm gonna use my luck for.
All right. Yep. Here. Oh my God. Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm using a luck. I rolled a 1.
Ooh,
Okay, that's way better.
hail.
What did you use your luck for?
Yeah.
Flirting.
You're staring at him so hard that you pop a vessel in your eye and you have to close one of your eyes for the rest of the banquet. No, I'm kidding.
The luck one is 16 plus 8, so a 24.
Okay, now I actually have to look at the sheet.
Nice.
Yes.
Uno
What
momento,
did it
por
cost?
favor. Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Okay. Different campaign. There he is. He's right there. What is his I made you do persuasion. No. What insight.
And
Yeah, I incited him.
Yeah. Okay. You like turn towards him. He looks at you and kind of looks down, and then looks like I don't know how to portray this, but like he goes through this like involuntary range of motions where he looks down, kind of looks away as someone else is talking, he looks back at you, and then he looks down again.
Is it like fish out of water? Like he doesn't feel like he should be here?
He feels uncomfortable.
Well, BukBuk, you can go get changed if you want to go, but you don't have to.
I mean, I was kind of liking the idea of seeing the inside of the keep and going to something I've never experienced before, but I need to make sure. Like, do you think it's a good idea for me to be there?
I mean, if you're going past the Envy's date, I don't think it'd be a problem.
I mean, we could really use somebody on the inside who already knows who everyone is inside, because there's going to be a lot of people that we don't know who they are, and you could be very helpful.
Well, I will go along with it as long as it seems acceptable. But if you really want me to be...
want to go along with it? or Shay's like going ahead and just getting real right in there, like,
I mean, Shay, he's a grown to make his own decisions. Like,
yes.
He wants to see what the inside looks like, by all means. The invitation is there, and if he finds himself busy, if 10 minutes pass, we just... It's fine.
I'll be as quick as I can. And he takes off.
All right. I think he's going to be here. So you should stand near the door to make sure to meet him when he comes back up. Otherwise, he won't be able to get in.
Okay, yes. I'll do
that. Okay.
Let's head inside.
All right, so y'all are heading inside, and Envy, are you going with the group, or are you going to stay near the door?
I'll wait near the door, like where the guards are, just to wait.
Okay. As you go inside, you see a lot of the guests here have already taken a seat. There are name cards. You can see the area of this table that is your seat. It's not near the head part of the table. It's pretty far towards the back, but you do have seats at this large table. At the head of the table, you notice Shandias, you notice General Slod, you notice Lord Havesh, and you notice the larger-than-life Githyanki figure. And none of the girls are there right. They're seated behind him. Like the stools are kind of pushed back against the wall, and the two girls that were next with him are seated behind him. The rest of the people here, you quickly notice this is a banquet for the Gith. These are all Gith. There's no real other guests here. This is the private celebration that follows the more public ceremony. As of right now, people are looking at you and acknowledging your presence, but a lot of people are in private conversation with the people sitting next to them, kind of across the table. There's a lot of conversation sitting down. The people that aren't sitting down are at these standing tables out on the edge, picking at some hors d'oeuvres and drinking wine and ale. What do you guys want to do at this moment? You notice, though, Havesh does notice y'all enter and kind of gives you an acknowledged nod at your presence.
Okay. Shay would like to two things. One, like, assess where their table is, like, because I know we were kind of in the back. Like, are we so far back, placement style, that like we're the little kid table, like we're the like throwaway like table?
It's
like,
definitely it's all one table.
That's our first question.
Yeah, it's all one table. It's all one table.
No,
yeah, but you are it's a big U. It's a big U with long, long parallel tables that then meet at the top for a head table. And you're back at the kind of tips of one of the U's, like two.
And is Lord Havesh at the very tip, or is he in the middle?
He's at the very front. He's at the head table.
So we are like literally,
as far as you can be from him.
The nosebleeds or whatever. Okay. Point taken. And then she'd like to do a quick scan of all of the people sitting. Like, how many people are we looking at? You said it's a majority of Githyanki. Does she see any other races in there? Does she see any Leonal? Does she see any Lupinal? Does she see any cat people? Does she see any orcs? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You see that I'd say it's like maybe 30 people total. Majority Githyanki. A few half-breed races. There's a half-elf male. But he's in Githyanki Guard, so you just think that he's part of the service and part of the guard service, but he's not actually Githyanki. There's a few others, human, a few half-orcs. No Gardenal races, no Leonal, no Lupinal, no Averal, anything like that. So majority, like 80-85% Githyanki, few half elves, half human. There are half Githyanki, kind of half breeds in there. You notice that like, though in here again, everyone is in fancy attire. Most of the men, there are a few female guards, but all the people that you would assume are part of the guard that are here as guests tonight for this private celebration are wearing their ceremonial armor. Of course, not as good as Lord Havesh or the other figure. And then they seem to be paired up. It seems like some of them are here with their spouses or dates or anything like that. But it is still a majority of Githyanki.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anything you guys want to do in this moment as you've just entered the chamber?
Looking at where we would be, is there going to be a seat for BukBuk?
Not at the moment, no. There are a few extra chairs just like around the room against the wall in case, for people to take a seat if they need it. But as the table is set, it doesn't... you don't know, actually. But you do see that there are nameplates on either side of your party. Like, there's not an empty seat or like an empty place setting, if that makes sense. Okay, so after a little bit of time, pretty quickly though, BukBuk returns. It's nothing too fancy. He's got some nice slacks, a gray button shirt, long sleeve. He does have a tie, but it is kind of loose. It's not quite hitched up as he's been running. A coat, and sure, why not? He has this top hat that he kind of tucked into the way he was running. He tucked like the coat collar up to hold the hat as he was running. So as he kind of catches up to the front and stands up on his two legs, he fixes the hat on his head and kind of swings around a cane. So he's got some fancy looking components, but he kind of like stretches out to full height and then gives you a nod of like, after you.
Yes. Then he'll look to the guard and nod. He's with me, and then we'll just go through to find the others where they're like sitting at.
As you make your way there, you get kind of you look and you see Swinda is in the path to like intercept you, and she goes, "Oh, Envy, you have a guest?"
Yes, I do, Swinda. Is that allowed?
I mean, it's not allowed. Just, it would have been nice to have known a little. Maybe next time, let me know a little ahead of time.
Just heads up. Have a guest, sort of thing. Yes.
Before you sit, give me a bit before y'all sit down. Let me fix. And sure enough, like, you can see her motion, and like there's a little table that's gonna form. It's not the same size, but like so, like the edge table is gonna go like in a little bit, and then there'll be a little nudge of a table, but there's a place set being put down as an add-on to this end where you guys were sitting.
I'll look at BukBuk. Swinda's such a dear. She always gets everything fixed.
It's not hard to see it on his face as he's like doing the slow scan in the room, and you can see he's visibly anxious.
This is your first time at a... I mean, I think it's technically my first time at a... We'll be fine, BukBuk.
No, but
I'm gonna walk over to BukBuk, and do I see him? I mean, he looks nice, yes, but like not like
not quite as not quite as fancy as you for sure.
Right, no, but like, okay. So I'm not sure if you want to roll for this or not, but I'm gonna like I guess maybe straighten up his tie a little bit, and then like do what I can to make him look better. I guess whatever, a little more
Calliope wants to go over there,
proper in this, I guess.
and she just wants to ask him, "Why are you nervous?"
Gosh, it's so...
So
Okay.
intimidating. I love it.
So, just to throw out all that's happened in the last second,
Poor BukBuk, man.
Lupin and Calliope kind of walk up, maybe even from like different angles, but now has formed a group around him. Lupin's adjusting his tie, and Calliope is, "Why are you nervous?" He looks at you guys and says, "We're not. I'm not these people."
I'm not these people either.
Yeah, but you get paid by these people.
It's free food.
I'm also gonna say too that while you are a guest of enemy right now, at some point you need to show that you would be the leader of the Night Watch. This is your first introduction to this group.
Tonight?
I mean, again, don't say anything, but you do need to kind of act in a certain way, and you might not feel comfortable. Fake it till you make it here.
There's a
He
warrior.
said it before I could. Exactly. Take that as the perfect advice, Lupin.
You get to
Exactly.
decide where you fit in.
Really? I don't know if that's how it works.
Yes, that's how it works. We are all stewards of the spirits, so we each have the right as the other.
Well, you can, use this opportunity to create some influence for later on. Establish a little bit of relations. It's networking. It's actually probably the best thing we could have done since we're setting you up to take over the Night Watch.
Yeah, I mean, God. I already said I trust you guys, and I can't just stop it now that things are getting uncomfortable, but
This is the type of situation that the leader of the watch should be comfortable in. Like they said, fake it till you make it, but show them you belong.
okay, but okay, I'll try. I'll try.
And as he says that, and Lupin kind of like fixes his tie, Envy will cast. He'll kind of do two things. He'll cast Shield of Faith on BukBuk, but he'll also intertwine it with an emboldening bond, and he'll bond BukBuk, Lupin, and Calliope. So for the next 10 minutes, y'all have an extra D4 for all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. But the way his magic kind of is cast in that moment is kind of like little accents that bond Lupin's attire with Calliope's with BukBuk's. So it's like a he's always been invited sort of thing, like he's one of us sort of. It's the kind of vibe I'm going with in this golden sparkly attire.
All right, Envy, I need a D100 roll.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Big money. No, that's a D12. 12? That's weird. I just said a D12 and I rolled a 12.
All right, the bond connects their targets, and you can see like BukBuk is struggling. Like he wants to be strong and confident. He like every time you give him like one of these encouraging remarks, you can see like in his eyes that he's determined, but there's still there's still that edge of doubt. It's not hidden. He's trying to cover up his doubt with his confidence, but it's still there, and you guys can still see it a little bit.
And even though both of these last for 10 minutes, the Shield of Faith will increase his AC by 2.
Nice.
Cool.
So he'll look a little bit more intimidating.
Ooh, he'll look stronger and more like a leader. Perfect. Great job, Envy. Great idea.
I don't know if any of y'all have really been to this many fancy banquets, but you notice, if you did, you notice that the food comes quickly. Like pretty much at this time, there's a line of servants coming in, 2 plates in hand, starting at the front table and laying plates down. Like they come back and lay a few more plates down, and people are taking their seats and starting on the food. You notice that the large Githyanki figure at the head table next to Lord Havesh has been chugging wine this entire time. And,
The big guy, you said?
and is loud and boisterous, often his laugh kind of cutting across all conversations at the table. Every once in a while you hear like a whelp or a giggle from one of the girls behind him as it seems like his hand disappears to tickle, or he gets his mouth a little close to a neck. The food is
he also
good.
Gith?
He's also
Is he
Gith,
also
yeah.
Gith?
Yeah.
Okay, he's just a much bigger
He's a
Gith
much
guy.
bigger Gith, yeah.
And
I
this is
don't
not
know.
in general, right?
This is not General Slod, no.
Right.
Can Shay, from where she's sitting so far away, would she be able to like take some insight onto Lord Havish's reaction to this guy? Like, is he enjoying his presence, or is he like annoyed, or is he like tolerating it? Or...
Okay. Is this something you want to focus on for a good amount of time? Like, are you kind of
if I
spinning
was
while
sitting
you're
there-
eating? You're kind of taking
Sure.
it in. Yeah. Okay. This is to
Yeah,
set the
maybe
DC.
amongst other things, but for
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Go ahead. Give me that insight roll.
Oh, that's a terrible, terrible, terrible roll.
You have luck,
You
though,
have
don't
luck.
you?
I do, but I think
How much time?
The luck
is left
doesn't
tonight?
roll over, and we've
Yeah,
only.
it doesn't roll over.
I mean, I know, but it's all it is to see. Okay, fine. Yes, I will reroll it because that was a 3. And I'm gonna choose a new die.
Guaranteed to help.
Okay, much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is a 21.
Worth it.
Thank you, y'all. Maybe we'll see what information I get.
Y'all all have tried many times to evaluate and gain insight into Lord Havesh. I know you have specifically, Shay. You remember immediately. You kind of see it quickly as he's talking to General Slod, and not so much. Not so much the other Githyanki, the one you don't know. General Slod, Shandias, any of those figures up there that he converses with, you get that same like weird shift, where like he has, it seems like he has an emotion, he has a perception, but then it kind of turns sharply and kind of changes quickly. However, you notice as he engages this other Githyanki figure, something about that relaxes, and you see a little bit more. He has a smile. He's more joking. He's more open. He's more relaxed while talking to this figure sometimes. However, like, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it.
So, okay, I think. Okay.
Do I see? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to just say, while Shay is looking at that, Vesta has spent much of the time watching the girls and is trying to see like how they feel about this guy, and then also trying to catch the eye of one of them to see if she can, wink at one.
It takes you a little bit to notice that you actually do recognize one of them. Wait, do you? Well, yeah, I mean, I think you do. If not, the group would. She was in the back of Spire Song Tavern, looking uncomfortable, maybe new to the group. That is, in fact, Felista Lockheed.
Ah.
The ranger that seemed to have joined the ranks of Raka after the tournament concluded. She looks a lot more relaxed. Go ahead and give me the insight check.
Doesn't she have red hair as well? I wrote down a note.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, she does. Totally.
That's a 2, so I'm gonna use my luck. God, my D&D Beyond keeps going crazy. Okay, that little dice is gonna go away. Let's use the fire dice.
Fire.
While she's rolling, I think Shay would have also just asked BukBuk, who is that guy? Do you know who that guy is?
By his attire, I would guess he's one of the. He's from their home. Maybe here to be part of the ceremony or do one of.
You don't know who he is.
I don't know this.
Okay. Thank you, BukBuk. I'll find out from someone who does. And then she keeps watching, and then back to Vesta.
I was just gonna fly down Swinda at some point, like, and just kind of like see if we can have her come over and ask her actually who that is. But.
You have to get up from. You kind of get up from the table as right before the food's getting placed. You find her near the doorway and you ask her, and she says, "Hold on, I have it written down." Oh yes, they came in just this afternoon. That right there is High Lord Pobalt Janarin.
Okay, I guess it sounds like a boss of Havesh.
I don't know the whole hierarchy of their group, but I do believe that he is of higher stature than Lord Havesh, yes. There used to be a time, only once during my employ, that another one of these High Lords came to evaluate the keep and the state of the town. Very businesslike, very straight to the point. Pobalt, he is pretty much a polar opposite. He's been drinking wine ever since he got here. And on that note, I have to go find more.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Vesta, where's that insight?
21.
All right.
Nice. She's been so patient.
You don't know the other girl, but like watching their demeanor and especially kind of knowing a little bit about Felista and seeing her kind of uncomfortable that first night at the Spire Song Tavern. Because I think you did see her. Yeah, you saw her.
Yeah,
you know who she was, so yeah.
You mentioned her.
Is that the one where we got into it?
That's the place, yeah.
I don't think I went the first night to the tavern.
No, it was that same night. She was in the back, yeah. You can tell that she is drunk.
Okay.
And on the outside, at least, it seems like more comfortable.
Okay. I'm gonna keep just watching her and seeing if I can catch her eye.
The food is down. It's delicious. The night goes with a little bit of small talk. The people sitting around you, they seem, guard-like or higher administration of the Inran's keep. You get the occasional question of like, how are you enjoying your time here? What have you, kind of like, what have you seen kind of stuff? Is there anything specific you mentioned, or do you just kind of keep things light and...
Oh, I give them absolutely jack shit nothing when they talk to me.
Pleasure.
Yes, we're new to town.
Please.
Yes, we won.
We work all day. It's work.
Yeah.
Yes.
We walk around town, we look at things that are going on, we try to understand how this town works. We have not learned very much. It's only been 24 hours. Maybe, right? 24 hours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Daintily shoveling broccoli into my face.
As the night progresses, food plates are cleared, and you notice that, like, once the food plates are cleared, everyone else seems to realize that is a time to leave the tables. So people kind of step up and kind of huddle in small groups around these conversational high tables with more drinks being spread. The drinks are free-flowing. As you kind of step away from the table, Lord Havesh actually kind of catches you guys and says, all right, well, we got a little bit of time before the dancing and rest of the night starts. I was hoping maybe we could have a little chat.
Pleasure to talk to you. It's been a little while, Lord Havesh.
Would love to hear what you guys have been up to. He leads you to an office that some of you have been to before, but not all of you. I've described it, I think, to Shay and Vesta. It's very formal-looking office, big desk, the ornamental plaques and filigree and decoration. Very, the smell of paper and leather and, I don't know, whiskey. And he sits down and says, well, all right, what's the news? What's you guys been up to? Oh, wait, I should say first, Vesta. Welcome back. I haven't really got a full explanation as to what happened. I can tell you that Raishal sure is happy as rain, getting his opportunity back, but what did you say to her? Did you piss her off?
No. She just invited me into her mountain. I talked to her for a while, and she was interested in the fact that I work with fire and am a genasi, and then she sent me back.
Well, I can't question her decision. She's wise beyond the ages, so whatever her plan is, I'm sure it's decades out from any vision I have, but welcome back. Hope you find our accommodations as inviting as hers. It's a little cooler here on the coast, if you ask me. All right, now that that's out of the way, what's the news? What have y'all been up to?
Well, I don't think it's we have any specific big news to share. We've really been getting to know all of the people that have, that you told us to get to know. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job. All of a sudden, Shay got nervous. No, I'm kidding. We're still getting to know everybody, making the introductions, making the rounds. It's probably a good thing we don't have any news of import. Am I missing anything, you guys?
Is BukBuk there?
Is BukBuk with you? No, he did not get
Right,
invited to this office, no.
Okay.
There have been some goings-ons. We're still kind of learning the lay of the land.
Do you have any
We have
questions?
A few.
Yes, I don't know if we can cover it all in a short meeting right before the event tonight. Might be more prudent to have a conversation when we have more time to discuss.
Well, it's good to know. It means maybe some interesting stuff to learn, but I can understand. I mean, sure, who wouldn't want to miss the dancing that's going to happen out there? How about
Is there anybody
maybe...
we should talk to? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but is
No,
there
it's-
anybody that...
No, I mean, you're on the right path. I want you to get to know all the house leaders and what their ambitions are and their goals are, and how, hopefully, we can work together to make Gorespire a better place for everyone. But at the same time, I need information on capabilities, organization.
Yes.
Just, I need to know what I'm dealing with. have kept my relations with the houses fairly, not unmanaged, that seems mean, but, what's the word? I've kept my distance to try to keep things comfortable for them. I've let them work within their own space. But if we're gonna make Gorespire profitable and glorious, then I need to know what their capabilities are, what I can promote, what I can help grow into something that will then be good for all of us.
Calliope
yes.
is immediately suspicious. She's just looking, and does she she wants to see if she she wants to do insight.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the roll. While she's rolling, Shay, do you...
Absolutely. You know, I think they're definitely, I would feel more comfortable, and I don't know if I speak for the group, that we'd like to continue to do a little bit more investigating and getting to know things and people, because meeting them in one time, that doesn't necessarily mean we're getting all of the information they want to give us before
Well, there's
we
still also
make
people we
full
haven't-
reports. What was that?
And there's
Lupin?
still these we haven't met yet. Like,
Yes. We still haven't. Yeah.
the not the Lost Boys.
The boss.
The boss.
Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense. I probably would have saved meeting him the last two.
I mean, the theme of the afflicted seems to be of great paramount and importance, and I don't think you can overlook that. That seems to be a theme everywhere we go.
Calliope, I want to get your insight check, and then I'll come back to this.
I was going to say, did his demeanor change when we started talking about inflicted or the afflicted?
Yeah.
That's a good
I was like,
question. I'll
not
address
sure if
that.
I was gonna bring it up, but I did.
That's what I was trying to ask the general about, the retiring general, and I didn't know if I knew about that yet.
Yeah,
Oh, we
you
told
really,
you, for sure.
you've been told, but you don't probably, like, you haven't seen it for yourself, so you...
Yes, I have. I saw it.
Yeah,
the first
she
day.
did. She went on her tour.
On my
the
tour, I saw
yeah,
someone
yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
She
you're
saw
right,
it more
you're
than
right,
some
you're
of
right.
us,
That's true.
actually.
I forgot about the
Yeah.
tour.
16.
16 insights. It's hard to get a good read. You get this, you don't know that this is a similar effect that some of your party members have gotten, but you get this like, oh, he's definitely being sincere right now. I can tell that. And then, oh, he actually seems, compassionate about this. And then the affliction note comes up, and you notice a shift. Frustration. You can read frustration as the affliction is brought up. And he says, yeah. Well, I mean, they always make it out to seem worse off than it is, but what are we supposed to do? It's a very expensive cure. The ritual is not easy and difficult to organize, and I'm willing to listen to expectations, but there's only so much we can do. I have people I gotta send money back to. I've got people that I report to. I can't cure them all. Especially that the fact that they keep seeming to come in at a pretty consistent rate.
Is it something that you have to pay for out of like your gold to get things for it, or is there something that maybe we can do to help? Then get.
Well, one of the principal components is one of the most expensive and rare components of the area. I don't know if you've heard about it. Permium extract to be exact. It's expensive, even for someone of my stature to acquire.
Well,
Needless to
if you
say,
know
I have
where
a
it
pretty
is.
streamlined supply if I had the wealth, but
Well, in the meantime, I know that we spoke to Zarok, and they could use a lot of assistance, and things like, I think even just blankets, bedding, different bare necessities that they're in need of. In the meantime, I know that that's one thing that they did mention.
Okay, well,
It always pays to be compassionate, and
I have paid thousands of gold to be compassionate to those people. Some of my own gold to show a sign of goodwill. I can't do it all the time. We're talking thousands of gold that I have donated to the cause of curing a single person at times. I can buy them 100 mattresses and linens and all sorts of fancy plush towels. Or I can save up for the next cure.
Well, it doesn't seem like you are doing either of those things. You go off to the main street and suddenly we're in slums and the houses are all sad and people are living in squalor. So it does not seem like you are spending the money on the cure or on the people of this town. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you are collecting taxes from people, people have to be alive in order to get you that money. So really, you should be spending your money on the people and how they are living so that they can continue to live and pay you the taxes that you are wanting from them. But
right at the end of that, you can tell he is smoldering a little bit, and as you finish the sentence, he slams his fist on the desk. I have given all. I've given enough. We can sit here and argue that all day, but you're not going to convince me otherwise.
maybe she's just like, trying to diffuse the situation very obviously and pathetically, but maybe again we can come up with some other alternative ideas.
You get cut off by another
and
loud
come back
bang.
and talk about this. What?
You get cut off by another loud bang, but this time from outside the office, followed by a scream.
you're gonna cliffhang us on combat.
Before that happens, can I make an insight check onto him, his feelings in that moment,
The anger moment?
Yeah, the anger moment, and when the afflicted got brought up, does it also seem I have this weird gut thing that's probably off, but does it seem natural? Does he seem well?
Give me the roll.
Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. What am I doing?
Insight.
Insight?
Mm-hmm.
16. It's not great.
So in the moment of anger, it's different because you hadn't seen it, but it still fits the formula of there's anger. That's it. There's a single emotion right there that is front and center portrayed.
Okay.
As for is he sick, it's very difficult to tell. It's you can't get a hold of maybe this is just how he is. This is he just wears certain emotions in this fashion.
Did it? Okay, yeah, I'll do it another time. We're rushing to the end too, so it's fine.
So, sounds of alarm, and that is where we're going to leave the session for tonight. Yeah, Vesta can't believe it. Can't believe it.
I just wanna.
All right, we're gonna do one more
something.
giveaway. One more giveaway! Exclamation point! Critical.
Who wants to bet it has to deal with High Lord Polbart Janarin?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's a 100% yes vote.
Or hopefully it's not BukBuk.
Hopefully it's not
not
that.
That's the first thing on Envy's
Envy
mind.
brought him in only to kill him.
And left him outside to fend for himself.
And who's behind door number 3?
BukBuk wouldn't scream.
Well, one of the
But maybe,
concubines
I
is
guess
probably
that's true. One of the guests could.
All right, here we go. Tig54, a awesome
Hey.
person who's here often. Awesome.
Got
Congratulations.
dice again.
I know. We're just like, there's
Congrats,
like 4 people
dude.
that we are just feeding dice, but it's cool. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Grow
That's
your
awesome.
collection.
All right, guys, we are going to find somewhere for you to go. Quick note, as next week, the Wednesday would be the Wednesday before Thanksgiving Day. You can imagine some of us are away. Me, yes. So we will not be playing next week, but we are hoping that come after Thanksgiving break, we can string along some episodes in a row before a Christmas-type break and get to the bottom of all of this. So... thank you all for coming in. Join our Discord if you haven't yet to keep up to date with show times and news. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.